I feel like I should be wearing a tux while I'm driving this vehicle, but all I could find was this Canadian one. Today we are looking at the 2023 Genesis G90 in Macaloo Gray. Now there are two powertrains available on the G90, one including a 3.5 liter turbo and e-supercharged engine, which is not too common. Today we are looking at the 3.5 liter turbo all-wheel drive. This is the base trim. It has 375 horsepower, 391 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now behind this beautiful 20-inch wheel, you will find electronically controlled suspension that has a road preview. Now this is going to read the road and help you get over speed bumps a lot smoother so that you don't maybe spill a drink inside. It's also great if you have an awful on-ramp that's just rough with a huge bump like we do here in the Bay Area. Also get over those really bad freeways that we have here in the Bay Area. It just makes your ride a lot more comfortable. Another really unique thing about this car is that it's also brake-by-wire. So that's gonna allow you to control your braking with either comfort, chauffeur, or sport mode. And I wanna go over those. So sport mode is gonna help you brake a little bit more aggressively in sport mode. Your chauffeur mode is just going to ease that braking, make it a little bit more comfortable, and then comfort mode is essentially your normal mode. Now looking at the exterior, you will see all of those notable Genesis design cues, including the two-line headlight design, and between that, the crest grille, which is one of my favorite grills hands down on the road. And then moving around to the side of your fender, you have two-line lights here. These illuminate when you use your blinkers and whatnot. And then you also have power folding mirrors, and you'll notice here when I lock this door that you will have flush headlights. I love this. It's like it neatly wraps up a package for you to put away and then like a present for you to open every morning. The two-line design continues over to the back with these taillights with the lower line that travels all the way across your power trunk, which you can open with this seamless button underneath your camera or with your key fob. And I love that it opens quite swiftly. You do have a lot of cargo space back here, perfectly large enough for you to put like big checked bags. And there's also a ski pass, so if you wanted to fit something even longer, you could. And you do also have a fun little trunk release latch, so if somebody got stuck in the trunk, they could get out. Let's hop inside. Having something bubbly to sip on would be the cherry on top of sitting in this back seat. There's a lot to talk about here, but that's all because of your little center console area. Boom! And then you would have somewhere to put your bubblies with this little touch. You just touch it and then it adjusts. Boom, you got some little cup holders right there. Look at this screen. You have this really big touch screen back here that can control a lot of things. So you swipe to unlock it. You can also control your sunroof back here as well. You can open or you can close it. And then you can go one step further if you would like. You have power rear shades. This is in the side and on the back here. So I can go ahead and open that up. Look at how quick it is too. And you can see there's one back here on the side. And then you also have your rear shade there, just to close, just to give you a little bit more protection from the sun, which is awesome. You can also control all of the lighting back here as well. If you want it to be a warmer light or a cooler light, again, depending on the time of day, you might want something brighter. At nighttime, you might want something a little bit warmer. Now, you can also control the radio back here with all of these media switches, and then you can actually just turn it off entirely. You can also control the fragrance and that level of intensity specifically for the back seats from this touchscreen as well. You can also change the display how it looks. So you can have it be on a white background, a black background, or you can have it set to auto so it'll switch to black at night and stay white in the daytime, which makes it a little bit easier to see. Now this is also how you control all of your climate features. This is how you control your heated rear seats, both outboard heated rear seats on this trim. You can control your fan speed, and you do have ventilation here on this back of this center console, and then also on your side pillar here. So you're getting air from both sides, making it extra comfy. You can control your passenger seat, so you can either move it forward or backwards, depending if you want, more leg room, or if you would like to move it back to its normal position. This next feature, I swear I'm not making this up because it sounds like a lie. It comes with an antibacterial package, which I was like, okay, cool. So does that mean that it comes with a hand sanitizer dispenser? Like, nobody asked for that. Nope. Right here in your center console, there is a UV LED light system that you can put your phone or something else in here, something small, and it will literally sanitize whatever you put in there. I think that's such a brilliant idea and so easy for auto manufacturers to do, because it really just requires the right lighting to do that. So you can get all the cooties off of your phone. We're sitting inside the G90 with a Bordeaux brown interior, which I chose for two reasons. One, Bordeaux is my favorite candy at See's Candy. It's the best chocolate for all of its buttery brown goodness. And then you also have wonderful wine in Bordeaux, France, which I love. You have really nice Napa leather seating and all Napa leather surfaces. The seats are heated and ventilated up front, plus they're massaging, and they adjust in a million ways, including power bolstering. You have microfiber suede headliner and pillars that go all the way to the back seat, and you have a faux leather wrapped heated steering wheel. The G90 also has the fingerprint authentication, so you can turn your car on without ever even needing to bring your key inside, which is so nice once you get that all set up. And then you do have a touchscreen climate control here, which is really easy to use. And then moving up to your instrument panel, this is really cool because it's kind of sort of panoramic, but I actually really like that this pillar thingy goes up there just to create a break in a visual break. So that you can control all of your seating surfaces here in your infotainment system. And there's so many other cool things. Okay, so the one that really caught my eye first was that the G90 has a mood curator, which a million thoughts went through my head there. And what it does, you can control, there's vitality, delight, care, and comfort moods. And that will control your music, your volume. It'll control the rear power shades that we showed you in the back. Then it also can control the fragrance on the inside of your car, which is customized, and then you can also control the intensity of the fragrance when it's coming out of your really seamless ventilation system here. And you can control that with the touch screen climate control system. Let's take a little tour through our infotainment system, starting with the camera that you can access with this button right here on your center console. So you have all of the different angles, including a 360 bird's eye view. Everything is adjustable here. So if I just want to see this weird front end version, you can see the top down, everything. You can see left and right there. Pretty nifty. Same thing with the back, on all of the same camera angles there as well. And then if you want to see all the way around the car, what it looks like, you can see where we are. That looks really cool. You have this fun 3D setup situation, which is just an alternative way of making adjustments around your car. And that includes on the outside, your driver assistance. You can even click to see inside of the car there to make further adjustments, which can also all just be done from your infotainment system in your setup and around the rest of the buttons on the inside here. This is how you can adjust the massage seats that I told you about. So you can either press driver or passenger and then control which massaging mode you would like, including the intensity, which is really fun. Now let's go over the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. You have your driving modes here. So currently we are in sport. You can go into eco, your gauge system changes. And then not only does this visually change, but so does the support of your driver's seat. Everything, you can feel it adjust depending on what mode you are in. And then your steering wheel here, you just have like your typical little 2-spoke design, common for Genesis. You have a few customized buttons here. So you have one preset button there that you can customize to be anything you want. Same thing here with this little star button as well. You also have a panoramic sunroof standard, but I think it's more like a dual sunroof situation because there is a big pillar that goes across on the inside. So it's not really true panoramic in my opinion. You do have wireless charging and you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have a really nice concealed little spot for your cup holders there. Just a nice touch to keep things looking a little bit more minimal. A few other features here. I love the shifter and it vibrates when you go into reverse. And it's also like really easy to grip with all of these notches in the design. You also can control your volume, your tuning for your radio here, and this also shifts to like be able to operate your touchscreen, which is actually, believe it or not, you know I love my touchscreens, but this function is like, it works really well. It's fast, it's responsive. Another really interesting touch, this one is not equipped with the power doors, but you do have a button to open your door rather than a lever, which like for my current situation with these stupid long nails is really nice. And then you have a second way of opening your door with a lever that is tucked away inside this pocket. I would be okay having this as a daily driver, and I would also be perfectly okay if somebody wanted to drive me around while I sat in the back seat. If you have any further questions, you can drop them in the comment section below, and a big shout out to Genesis of Stevens Creek for hooking it up with this ride. Thanks!